The headlines. Leaders of Cần Thơ City had a working session with the joint venture units, which proposed investing in a damaging medical and industrial waste treatment plant in the city. Schedule of 2021-2022 school year of preschool, regular and general education in Cần Thơ City announced. Nearly 2 years after building the net house project conducted by the Agriculture Department of Cần Thơ University has just been handed over and put into use. Hello, it's good to see you back here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today. On October 30th afternoon, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường received the joint venture units, including TTG Investment Construction Joint Stock Company and Taeyong Vina Limited Liability Company, which proposed investing in a damaging medical and industrial waste treatment plant in the city. The plant is proposed being built in Thái Lai Suburban District, Cần Thơ City, and covers the area of 5 hectares. It consists of a classifying recycling station, stabilization, solidification station, a store containing recycled waste, office building block, lodgings for workers, and other supporting stations. Chairman Trần Việt Trường said that the city pays special attention to areas that relate to environment, solid waste, and wastewater treatment. As a result, the city has approved a list of investing calling projects in 2021-2025 phase. The chairman also directed department centers to introduce supply information aside the Planning and Investment Department to be the combined unit so that investment units can complete their records for consideration. Representatives of the Planning and Investment Department and joint venture units signed the Memorandum of Understanding at the witness of leaders of Cần Thơ City Department Centers of Thái Lai Suburban District. Cần Thơ City People's Committee has just enacted the decision number 3025 QD-UBNT on revising and supplementing the decision number 1880 QD-UBND dated August 24, 2021 of the Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee on schedule of the 2021-2022 school year of preschool, regular and general education in Cần Thơ City. Accordingly, primary students begin the first semester of 2021-2022 school year from November 1, 2021 to March 4, 2022, and the second semester from March 7, 2022 to June 30, 2022. The review of the school year for primary education will be held after completing the learning schedule and before July 10, 2022. From November 1st, students of grades 3, 4, and 5 in Cần Thơ City begin studying the official program of the curricula in 2021-2022 school year on television and other types of networks. The program is televised on the channel of Cần Thơ City radio and television station. This is a new type of learning form that aims to cope with the complicated epidemic situation. The television teaching program is for students of grades 3, 4, and 5 and is jointly conducted by Cần Thơ City's Education and Training Department. The program consists of 2 subjects of mathematics and Vietnamese language and is televised from 8 to 8:20, from 8:25 to 8:45, and from 8:50 to 9:10 in Monday and Wednesday mornings for students of grades 3, 4, and 5 respectively. The programs are televised again in the afternoons of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2 p.m. to 3:10 p.m. On October 30th, the inspection group of Cần Thơ City's Industry Trade Department and a head of director of Cần Thơ City's Industry and Trade Department, Bình Thủy Urban District People's Committee, and Public Securities Walls of the Urban District came to inspect the epidemic control house-cat business units in the Urban District. The group made inspections at eateries in Long Hòa and An Thới Walls. These are the ones that do business in food, beverage, services, entertainment, fishing, karaoke. The inspection group analyzed and clearly explained current stipulations and suggested these units pause their business for not complying with COVID-19 epidemic control stipulations. Any service employees who have not received or fully received vaccine shots should have their names listed to receive support from the district. On the same day, the group came to check at Co-op Mart Bình Thủy, where it receives as many as 750 shoppers every day. Inspection showed that this unit fully observes epidemic control rules. Thượng Thạnh Ward of Kadang Upper District has just organized mobile vaccination for the elderly, unmovable, and handicapped people in 11 areas of the world. 2 mobile teams are founded to vaccinate for 119 old, unmovable, and handicapped people who have been given screening tests, got blood pressure to be measured, consulted on injected vaccines, and inoculated. As of now, Thượng Thạnh Ward has organized to vaccinate the first shot for 95% and the second shot for 90% of its population. Nearly 2 years after building, the net house project conducted by the Agriculture Department of Cần Thơ University has just been handed over and put into use. The net house covers the area of 4,047 square meters at the total investment level of more than 10 billion Vietnam dong and has the stations of warehouse and 6 net houses. The project is one of 4 stations within the project of upgrading Cần Thơ University to become the distinguished one and get international standard on training, scientific research, and transfer of technology and post-university management. The project uses ODA capital from the Japanese government. Putting the network project into use aims to create professional research environment in agriculture and solve the sustainable development of macrodental agriculture. This year's National Peak Month on Fire Safety takes place in the context that Cần Thơ City and the whole country continue to focus on the prevention of COVID-19 pandemic. So the authorities only focus on practical publicity activities along with inspecting and guiding to raise awareness of compliance with regulations on fire prevention and fighting among people, offices, and production and business units in the locality.
Along with the distributions of thousands of documents strengthening many forms of propaganda, the competent sectors also organized the inspection of the compliance with regulations on ensuring fire safety for units at high risk of fire and explosion. Inspection content focused on electricity, gas, gasoline, equipping of firefighting equipment, arranging on-site firefighting teams, and periodically performing drills as planned.
In response to the Fire Prevention Day, we organize inspections and remind facilities to well carry out fire safety tasks.
In addition to checking the operations of production and business units, the fire police also check the safety assurance in areas where F1 cases are being isolated and field hospitals operating in the area, thereby timely remind and guide the good implementation of fire prevention.
The field hospitals has been fully equipped with fire prevention and fighting equipment. In addition, we publicize fire prevention tasks for patients over loudspeakers.
For residential areas, competent agencies coordinate with the local electricity sector to review and repair damages or potential threats in the power system, electrical cabinets, transformer, preventing short circuit when there's a rainstorm or rising tide.
The power company checks the power use and power meters of customers. We also resolve electrical problems in the households.
From the publicity and instructions of the competent sectors, offices and businesses are becoming more and more aware of proactively preventing fire and maintaining self-inspection to ensure safety in operation.
We must well implement fire safety regulations, especially checking electrical systems, CO2 extinguishers and water pump systems. We proactively coordinate with concerned units to inspect fire prevention and safety tasks. We also remind facilities to maintain fire safety equipment and self-inspection tasks.
During the peak month of fire prevention, no fire incident happened in Cần Thơ City. This result has motivated the locality to reduce the number of fire incidents and damages caused by fire and explosions this year.
And last but not least, we have the updated weather forecast. And that's it for this edition of Continuous. Remember that as from November 1st, 2021, Continuous will be broadcast again at 7:50 instead of 8 a.m. in the next morning. See you then, and now thanks for watching. Goodbye.